The red flag day, I just want to warn you, is the middle of the week, Wednesday, September 17th. It's that Earth Pig Day, snake year clash. Ooh, with that Leo moon. Gosh, there's volatility there. Avoid the big risks on Wednesday. Hey, beautiful souls. It's Trina from the Moon Tree. And welcome to your Chi Codes forecast. So if you've ever felt like life is random, like Forrest Gump's box of chocolates where you never know what you're going to get, well, the truth is life is actually coded. And the Chi Codes are like the secret paper inside the box, showing you exactly what's aligned and what's not. And so this week, I'm going to share these cosmic codes from Chinese astrology, what the moon is doing, and intuitive guidance. So with the cards, I should say. These are our decks, the Power of 8. I'll talk to you more about that in a bit. But then we can know what days are good for action, what days are good to go slow, and what remedies will keep you flowing this week. All right? And if you're interested in reading, come visit me at www.themoontree.org. I'm your intuitive guide with a chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. So let's get started. Okay, so we've got Saturday, September 13th. This is today for me, actually, recording today on September 13th, Saturday. We've got the water goat in Botzi in Chinese astrology, the water goat. And we have the moon in Gemini. So what does this mean? Well, goat days often stir up a little bit of family drama or family excitement. It can be like some of you today on Saturday got together with family for maybe for a birthday or something like that. But it can feel a little bit financially straining as well. Like people today might have been thinking about their finances, and also some issues with their heritage and family ancestry and things like that as well. There was a little bit of that. So it was good not to bottle up our emotions. It's good to cry. It's good to journal. It's good to communicate with that Gemini moon. But it's also good to do movement and also a lot of grounding, walking bare feet in the grass and stuff like that. That can help a lot. Gentle foods, rose quartz. If you like stones like I do, rose quartz is a good one for today in Saturday, September 13th. And yeah, we want to earth ourselves and ground ourselves with the earth so that we can stabilize a bit. Then we get into Sunday, September 14th. This is another water thing. So it's water monkey this time. Okay. And we're still in Gemini with that moon. Now, monkey animal stirs up a little bit of mischief, a little bit of reversals as well too. So because we have the Gemini moon involved in there for communication and thought and talking a lot, and then the monkey's doing a little bit of mischief, so we could expect mixed signals on Sunday, maybe some kind of political spin as well. And it could be a surprise shift in the markets with the Dow Jones and then the crypto. I'm not sure. We'll see. But there's some surprise shifts in communication, I would say. Flexibility is our superpower, okay, for Sunday, September 14th. Don't overplan. Just flow, because you're going to have to pivot, right? We'll have these sudden pivots happening on Sunday. And it's good to ground again by using black tourmaline or smoky quartz if you have that. That's a good one too. And then peppermint or lemon essential oil for focus. Okay. Then we get to Monday, September 15th. Now we're getting into the metal rooster, and Gemini moon's going into Cancer moon, but later in the day. So I'll tell you, rooster energy wants the truth. And then that Cancer moon for most of the day wants sensitivity as well. So there could be some emotional truth things going on Monday. It could be a public announcement of some sort with some kind of personal or emotional undertone. Maybe it's about family or housing or safety, something like that on Monday as well. The Chi code for us is to share our truth today. It lands well. And lapis lazuli for confident speech. salt baths. And if you don't have salt, like Himalayan rock salts and stuff, baking soda. Baking soda is also a salt, and it's cheap. And it does the trick. So have a bath with baking soda to ground out that energy. And some chamomile tea at the end of the day will be very nice indeed to soothe the sensitivities of Monday. Then we get to Tuesday, September 16th, okay? This is another metal. By the way, metal often affects the lungs. I forgot to mention that. So yesterday and Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, there's a metal lung thing going on too. And we get into Leo energy towards the end of the day too with that moon. So it's a dog day, metal dog day on Tuesday, the 16th. And dog days test our boundaries. With that Cancer Leo shift with the moon, I'm going to say that I could expect another public demand for loyalty, for integrity, some protests or something like that. And maybe we could hear more about maybe we'll hear about that teacher strike in Alberta, Canada. No, we'll see. But labor disputes might surface on that day, Tuesday. So for us, the cheat code is let's stand firm with our boundaries and let's not get pulled into petty fights. Okay? It's good to burn the sage or the Palo Santo. And if your hubby or wife don't like the smell of the burning smoke, you can spray essential oil sprays around the house that is very grounding, like a sage blend or a Palo Santo blend, okay? And then if you like stones, carnelian or tiger's eye will help. Tiger's eye for courage and carnelian for sort of soothing and making things a little more fun. Okay. And comfort foods will be good this day for grounding as well. Then we get into Wednesday, September 17th. Ooh, an 8-day. This is a big day. It's a clash day. This is probably the worst day of the week, I'm going to say, because the Earth pig clashes with this year of the snake, and pig clashes with snake. So it's a pig day, Earth pig day. And so we also have the moon in Leo, which wants attention, and there's stuff going on here. There's stuff going on Wednesday, September 17th. Sudden shocks, I'm going to say. The Leo moon's going to amplify the drama and the spectacle that goes with that, if you know what I'm saying. And there could be, again, possible protests or maybe some kind of big accident, or maybe there's some disruption in the health or finance sphere, and we hear about that. We'll see. We need to go low key. That's our cheat code. Go low key. Don't get into the drama on this day, and avoid risky confrontations. Avoid risky choices. This is not the day to do something risky and crazy, okay? And then the remedy or the ritual or whatever you want to call it, obsidian or hematite can be very good. Another grounding kind of shungite too. Those grounding stones for protection. You know, we could hydrate, because this is a very fiery day. There's an overwhelm with emotions. So let's hydrate and cool off somehow. How do we cool off, right? Maybe it's even just wearing blue, a cooling color, stuff like that to cool and slow our roll. That's Wednesday, September 17th. Watch for that day. Okay. Then we get into Thursday, September 18th. It's an Earth Rat Day, and the moon is entering Virgo as well. So the rat energy of this day is uncovering secrets, uncovering underground deals. It should be quite interesting. And with this Virgo or Leo shifting into Virgo moon, there is a little bit of stories coming up about corruption, about hidden power plays, or maybe there's a tech or security leak, right? This is a day for us to observe more than act. That's our cheat code. Observe more than act. A really good day to research things, though, and journal things and do some inner work. That's Thursday, September 18th. And amethyst, the Jill of all trades rock, I call it. Amethyst is good for insight. And we could journal by the candlelight, light up yourself a candle and do some journaling or some automatic writing to illuminate some hidden truths. Should be fascinating. Then we get into Friday, September 19th. This is a fire ox day. Moon is in Virgo. So there's a lot of earthly energies, probably stuff about money. Ox days themselves are pretty stabilizing, but they can feel heavy. There's a heaviness to it. But the Virgo moon's adding a practical detail to this day, and maybe a little bit of critique. Okay. And so I'm thinking on the world stage, there's going to be a focus on the agriculture. Ox and Virgo together, right? Agriculture, food supply issues might come up. Infrastructure maybe, or healthcare stuff, messages, systems, something like that could come up that day as well. But there is a focus on our agriculture. This could be like a really good day for like harvesting the garden or canning or doing stuff with the fruits of our labor, the veggies of our labor, so to speak. It's a good time to anchor ourselves, and so good for decluttering, good for cleaning, good for finishing some kind of tasks here on Friday. Finishing up the week. Red jasper or garnet, that dark red stuff there, the rocks for grounding. And let's cook a hearty meal with those root vegetables that we've picked. The turnips, the squash, the yams. I just had a wonderful soup at the Board and Barrel the other day. Oh, so good. It was like a carrot yam thing. Oh, so good and delicious. But those root hearty vegetables are really good right now for Friday. Or just garden that day. It's a really good gardening day. Bare feet in the dirt. Go for it. Get your feet dirty and grounded. And oh my gosh, for Friday, to set you up for the weekend. Okay, so let's talk about a quick wrap up, and then we'll pull some cards for the week for all of us. Okay. The red flag day, I just want to warn you, is the middle of the week, Wednesday, September 17th. It's that Earth Pig Day, snake year clash. Ooh, with that Leo moon. Gosh, there's volatility there. Avoid the big risks on Wednesday. Lay low. Just lay low. Stay out of the drama. That's going to happen. Okay. But the best action, or the best vitality day, we'll say, is that Monday, September 15th, with the Rooster Cancer moon thing going on. This is great for speaking, for posting, for sharing your truth. It's probably... And then also we have a really great day on Friday, right? The September 19th Ox Virgo thing I told you, where we're cleaning, we're decluttering, we're reorganizing, we're resetting. Best time to maybe do something in your living room, change the living room around. That helps too, kind of helps out the energy. And remember, if you've seen my other videos, southwest is best in the snake year. So make sure your southwest corner of your house is really clean, nice, and that you do money tasks there and you hang out and invigorate that section of your house. Southwest is best, especially for women of the house. Okay? So I'm going to say the big themes of this week, September 14th to 20th. The big themes of the week are truths are surfacing, emotions are spilling. So grounding practices are key. Now let's see from the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle and Chakra Lenormand. These are our cards available on my website, by the way, www.themoontree.org, if you're interested. They come as a set, okay? And so let's see what the Power of 8 pink ones do. By the way, when you open it up, it's kind of like a book. So it's got a magnet here to close. So you open it up, and then you got your chakra chart, what they all mean, just like this, but on here, right? And then you got your color booklet, and then right at the bottom, don't forget, everything always works out for me. Such an important thing to remember. Everything always works out for me. Program that in your CPU. All right, and then what we do is we pick up the cards, we knock 3 times, and we ask, what kind of message or chakra should we focus on for this week of September 14th to 20th? Oh, look at the green heart chakra. Are you wearing green right now? I am worthy of love. I know there's lots of emotional spillage I talked to you about, and there's a lot of testy people out there. So it's important to know that you're worthy of love and set boundaries and stay away from the drama. I am worthy of love. And get out anything green, right? The green aventurine for rocks, green aventurine, the jade, the emerald. Get those out. And also just love and self-care yourself, and I'm worthy of love, right? We're all worthy. And remember, we're all human. So it's important to be kind to each other. We've got the Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand. Same thing, open it up, chakra chart. Everything always works out for me. Blue cards, comes with a color booklet. And let's know what kind of Lenormand card for this week for everyone. Communication comes up. Yep, there's a lot of communication coming up. That moon in Gemini, I keep remembering there was that, and then there's just a lot of communications. But well, sometimes this can be a gossip card too. We have to be careful. The communications, we're hoping for good communications, but often it can be negative communications with the birds too. Too much. Don't get involved in the gossip this week, okay? Set yourself apart, distance yourself, ground yourself, that red, okay? And have the bravery to set boundaries with the yellow. The yellow solar plex chakra is about courage and confidence. So have those boundaries too during the communications. I'll pull one more just for a little more context, into the communications. There is another two bird, look, 2 and 2. Look at the birds, 2 birds and 2 birds. That's really interesting. The stork means changes, but usually on a promotional level. So there could be a lot of communication about your family talk, moving, relocation, your heritage that we talked about, for the weekly forecast, and all sorts of things like that. But there could be communications at work. How can we get a promotion maybe, or something like that. So there could be some money talk as well. And there could be talk about, moving back home in a way. Either family members are moving back home in with you. Your 26-year-old son can't afford to live on his own, so he's coming to stay with you again. I'm just kidding. I hope that doesn't happen to you, but sometimes we kind of like it. I don't know. Some people don't really want to be the empty nesters kind of type, and they want their kids to come back and live with them. That's fine. Everybody's different. Who cares? It's not about that. It's just about there is some transformation. And the thing is with the storks, it's usually like a good change. So communication is key. Nice communication though, with tact and with kindness and with love. Remember, I am worthy of love. That card that we had, right? I am worthy of love. So all these combined. This is a very communication card too, with the throat chakra up here, right? And I remember the throat chakra needs to be lubricated. And remember we talked about that, especially that fiery day of Wednesday, the 17th. We'll want to make sure we're extra hydrated. So just stuff like that. Communication is good as long as, it's communication that's helping you grow and promote and it's filled with love. That's what you should focus on. All of us should focus on this week. All right. So there you go. Now, speaking of cheat codes, I named it that because it's like the cheat codes of the game of life, the cheat codes, right? And I just developed a new offer for you. It's $44 only, and it gives you all your cheat codes. And this is like, what brand should you wear for clothing? What cars and vehicles should you drive? Where should you live or visit for best results? And, is that Toyota that you're driving actually causing you bad luck because it doesn't resonate with your unique energy profile? So check that out. I put it in the link of the description of this video. And come see me at the Moon Tree. I love you. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.